Hi! So, my friend convinced me to make this video. You know who you are. Okay, so today, some may know and some might not, I went through the wondrous experience of taking a C1 language exam. I am back. My camera space exploded. Funny. So story time of my C1 exam. I'm not looking into the camera because I'm filming my phone. This is great. So first off, we start off the day by going into my C1 exam, just like any other day. Am I right? It's freaking set. The lighting. Do I look less dead? Yep. My face is admitting a glow. Anywho, I was wearing my Harvard shirt, and I still am, cause I just picked this up from H&M. Okay. Okay, I'm getting very much off track. But what happened was I walked my ass into the, where was it? I don't know how to pronounce the name. So I walk in, and I'm like, I don't know where to go. Because I knew it was going to be on the the second floor. And I knew it was going to be room 3, but I had no clue what room 3 was, and I had no clue where the second floor was. So I was just like following the crowd. And then I met this lovely girly girl. And I was like, hey, do you know where room 3 is? Do you know where room 3 is? And she was like, I don't know, I'm just following the crowd. So I was like, sure. Mind you, this was 5 minutes. This was like 5 minutes before or after. I don't know when I was supposed to get there. So yeah. And then walk up the staircase. And then she's like, oh yeah, I'm actually meant to go to a completely different classroom. I don't know why I turned Russian. So she ditched me. But she was very nice. She helped me. She showed me up the staircase. And I was off on my own into the wondrous world. And I found room 3. Because it was right at the staircase. I'd be a blind as bitch. And I get there. And then I'm like, okay. Well, I was kind of shocked, okay? Because everyone else was like 16 to 17 years old, and then there's me, this little who's 14. Literally, this is the youngest age you can take this test or this exam. Yeah, I don't know, there was like 18-year-olds to like 20-something-year-olds. My friends who were doing the B2 one said there was like 40-year-olds in there, so that's even wackier. So basically, chaotic. You're supposed to get there like 30 minutes earlier than when the actual exam starts, which I did do, even though we kind of were a tad bit late, but it was no matter. We got there, we had our dictionary, which was my Oxford dictionary. They recommended it, so I was like, sure. I don't know, I felt very out of place. There was a specific like seating arrangement thing to make sure people don't sit next to each other because it's a exam. We sat down and there was like 30 minutes before the exam could start, so we had to read through the rules. We read through the rules every single time except for speaking. Can everyone just make sure they're at the right exam? This is the C1 exam, not the B2. And they looked at me like it was freaking directed at me. I mean, it was honestly hilarious. So yeah, I don't blame them. I look like a scrawny 10-year-old. We're looking at my passport for like 3 minutes at the speaking. Is this little girl gonna actually do the speaking test? Yeah, we just confirmed everything. And let me tell you, the listening, so the first 2 questions we listened to were mumbled as shit. We like heard like the first half, So like you heard like a sentence and then you didn't hear, and then you heard the last sentence. That's basically it. No, it was just terrible. I was like, are you even, yeah. So it was pretty bad. I don't know. Apparently it was like this on the B2 as well. So yeah, I don't know what's up, but I think I did well, I hope. And then we move on to the reading and the writing, which, because we did a Cambridge test like a couple days ago at school, I was like, yeah, I was like confident, you know, because I got C1 on those. So yeah, I was pretty confident. And then I was like, so it turns out it's like 2 hours and 55 minutes for the reading and the writing, which I was like, okay. I didn't expect, okay, I don't know why, but I didn't expect the reading and writing to have the reading and writing together. Gotta fix the lighting. I need a GoPro set. So anywho, carry on to the mischief. Turns out the reading and writing was together. I was pissed. Yeah, because I was like, okay, I'm gonna breeze this through and then we're gonna go on to the writing and the speaking. I don't know what I was expecting. It was pretty easy. I went through, it was like true or false questions. And then there's the infamous, you know, where you have to add the end of the sentence with the ones that they gave you. That's all it was actually for the reading. The writing was, okay, so there was 2 writings. One was an email and one was an essay. Basically the email was like, hey, you got funding for the school. You can pick from this, this, and this. Send an email to the chairman or the council of why you would pick that one or that one or that one. So that was one. And the second one was like, what's the problem you had in the past and then you resolved it? Did it affect you? So you had to write an essay on that, and it was just terrible. They were both terrible. I hated them both. I usually like the writing part because it's chill. So yeah, I think that was pretty decent, I hope. And then we go on to the speaking. So the whole first half, where you have reading, writing, and listening, ended at, I don't know, I was done like 30 minutes before. Subtle flex. So I ended at like 12:30-ish kinda, and like the specific ending time for that was 12:55. So I ended before everyone else, which was surprising, and they were very shocked. And then I went on to my speaking, which was at 4:05. Obviously I went home, I ate lunch, we did the speaking. Let me talk you through this. Okay, so I don't know if it's just me or if it's like the lady who didn't really know English that well, or I'm just a fast talker. So she asked me like, oh, what do you think on this, this, and this? Or like, what do you think on music? And then I said my opinion, and then she was like, she paused, she was like, and then she was like, oh, what do you think on ambition? Yeah, that was my whole topic. My whole topic was ambition. But it wasn't like finance or something because it's C1, guys. So yeah, I talked about ambition. It was like 2-minute thing where you got a paper and a pen and you had 20 seconds if you wanted to write down the pros and cons of ambition. Let's just say I didn't write anything down because I don't think it would have helped anyway. Prova fel Manny. We just got a new microwave and they're now obsessing over it. Okay. I think they're done obsessing over the microwave. Back to my speaking experience as a C1 expert. So there was 2 examiners, by the way. One just sat in the far corner and one was in front of me talking to me. And then I had to do the pros and cons. I had to do, there was a lot of like small topics that I just, that's the perfect word to describe it. So I sped through them kinda, which was, yeah, simple. My opening line is always like, cause when they always ask, where are you from? And I'm like, oh, I'm from Hungary, but I lived in Malaysia for 9 years to drag the time out. At the end they were like, oh my god, you lived in Malaysia? How was it? La 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 la. But they always do that. See, this is the key. The key is to sprinkle something in that you like and then talk about it. Something unique about yourself. Because they eat that up. She is gone. Anywho. So I went for C1. I aimed. Slayed. I don't know actually yet because we haven't had the results back yet. I probably will make a video of me getting the results because why not? So thank you once again to my wonderful friend who encouraged me to make this video. Anywho, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna plug my Insta, I don't know where it goes, but I'm gonna plug my Insta, my TikTok, my everything. Make sure to leave a like if you like the video. And then subscribe. Yeah. Bye!